Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. My name's Nobby. Thank you for tuning in to episode 29 of our Path of Exile Affliction League beginners playthrough, playing Zizaran's Boneshatter Slayer build. We are just in Act 6. We have just picked up some rogue markers, so we're going to get the intro to the Heist League now. It's worth mentioning at this stage, we've just seen in the last episode the Delirium League mechanic, and we've just come across the Heist League mechanic. These are RNG when these pop. You may not have come across them at this stage. You may have come across them already. So just because you're in Act 6, you may not have come across a Delirium mirror, but at least you've seen it in action. The same goes for the rogue markers. I had them pop in the Tidal Island. Again, it's RNG. You may not have had them pop yet. I do want to say nice and early, thank you for your support, guys. I'm really, really overwhelmed by the amount of support this channel's picking up. We're closing in on 100 subs. The amount of likes, the amount of comments I'm getting through. I'll always respond to your comments in the comment section, and I usually do a bit of a block shout out after I finished batch recording a session. For example, today, 29th of December for me. This video will go live 4th of Jan, but I've batch recorded. This will be the third one I've done today already. They're only 20-minute, half-an-hour videos, but by the time you've done the video editing to put the sub button on and uploaded them to YouTube, it's about an hour of video. Working full-time, this is a hobby channel, so I do only get evenings and weekends to do any batch recording. However, because we're still in between the Christmas-New Year period, we are off. Woohoo! So I'll be drinking beer this afternoon, again, no doubt. Right, first thing today then. Now the thank yous are done, and I do really appreciate it, guys. I cannot stress it enough. You guys have been awesome so far. Let's activate a rogue marker. You can activate these in town or from your hideout. It creates a portal to the rogue harbour. We shall go in here and we shall have a look at the Heist League. So we'll have to just run around and talk to all the NPCs. So we'll go and do that. We'll get a heist locker now as well.
Welcome, Exile.
If you've got your hideout, now we've encountered it, you should also have a heist locker available in the hideout. We can pop the currency in there, the contract, sorry. We can pop the rogue markers in there. Let's do a circle jerk. Let's go and talk to everybody. There's Tibbs. Okay. Let's just run around. Just a nice little area. The only downside with this mechanic, as with a lot of the mechanics to be fair, is that it takes you away from the zone that you're in. That's the only downside. Okay. The barber, the fence. Right. Go back to Karui.
A client wishes to utilize our...
Right, she's going to give me the trial run contract that we need to complete. So let's go and speak to Karst about the contract. Let's have a look at the contract. What does it say? So the highest target is going to be the Urn of Farood of moderate value. Area level 45. Fine, we're 52. Requires lockpicking, so we need Karst, the lockpick, to come with us. Hence why it wanted us to speak to him. Now we speak to Adia. We can drop in the contract. We can pick Karsk. We can sign the contract. She'll open up a portal. So we jump in here into the bunker. So as the heist name pertains, what we have an alert level. We're going to go into the bunker. We need to break into the bunker. We need to steal the Urn of Farood, and then we need to get out. Now with heist, you only come out with the items you've collected if you can escape. When this alert level goes full, then the mobs will descend. And I mean, they will descend. Alright, but you can zerg through them and just get to the ladder out, as you'll see. So we're going to go into the bunker with the lockpick. So we have this alert level. Inside here, we will have chests knocking around. I'm just using my arrow keys to move the map around. There's the target item that we need to get. We can unlock chests on the way. As we hover over them, you'll see how much alert level we're going to set off. What you do not want to do is maximize this alert level before you get to that final target item. Otherwise, you just fail. Okay, we need to open a few of these chests on the way and make sure we've got enough alert level left so we can at least pop this final item. As soon as we pop that, alert level's going to max anyway, and then we've got to get back to this ladder. Okay. Monster level 45, we're level 52, all my auras are on. Let's go for it. So we'll get a few roaming patrols and things that we can kill. These don't set off the alert level, so we can safely kill a few of these, but we do want to get to the main target item. So we'll jump through here. So here's a lockbox we can take. You see the alert level there? So I can open that, take a few items. We can open this one. Superior gems. We'll take a few superior gems. There's a few more down here we can take. So we'll go and open these chests as well. There we go. There's another locker. We'll take those items. We'll pop this one as well. We're still okay for alert level. We'll take those items. What you will notice, they have a padlock symbol. That means we need to get out of here before we can use any of these. If we fail this, we lose them all. So if you get a really good item drop in here, you do want to make sure you complete the level. We can do this lockpick. That's not going to set off any alert. But it will get us into this room. And we can lockpick this. A few mobs are going to spawn, so just keep these busy. There we go. What did we get? A hybrid flask. We've not come across a hybrid flask. Some builds do use hybrid flasks. Personally, I don't use them. But they do, as the name implies, they do a portion of life and a portion of mana. So we don't need that. It's not superior. We do need to lockpick this door. There is a chest in here we could potentially get. Alert level is still okay, so we can pop that one. We'll take those items. We are now full. We are very full. So we can't do much else now. So because we're full, there's no point looting anymore, even if we come across any chests. Unless we start swapping gear out. There is a jewel, though. We'll take that. Okay, this is the room that we want. I may end up having to drop a few bigger items. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of the bow. We'll take the slippers, because I am going to need room to carry this urn as well. So we'll unpick this. There we go. Open the safe, just in case. Open the safe again, just in case. Couple of scrolls. A chaos orb, very nice. Again, even currency has got the padlock, so we can't even claim the currency until we get out of here. So now, once we pop this, the alert level, regardless of where it was, is going to max out. So we'll take the urn. Now we've got to get out of here. So we've got to work our way all the way back to the start. You will notice now there'll be a lot more mobs. Don't worry too much about the NPC. He'll follow us along, but we need him to open this door. So while he's doing that, I'll just keep these guys busy. There we go. Loads of mobs in here. Try and work our way out. Everything is still locked again, so we don't get any of this until we escape. If we escape. And you can bypass a lot of these mobs. You can just run through.
light.
Okay, keep moving. We want to be heading up towards the ladder. That's a dead end. We've gone the wrong way. Typical. All right, this way. All right, we're nearly there. And we can just click on the escape route, get out, we're safe. So, contract was complete. Casters gained some experience as well.
He'll sort you out.
Take the portal back. Fantastic, we are safe. We managed to level up War Banner, Dash, Faster Attacks, and Ancestral Protector. So I can now hand in the urn. That will give us more rogue markers. We'll take that. We need to go and talk to Karui to finish this sort of tutorial.
I hope you enjoyed your first.
That was your first job. Well done. Okay. Now, all these items are actually ours. The padlock's gone, so we can now ID and sell as normal. Mana regen, cold and damage to attacks, global crit multiplier, no use for us. We can sell that. That's no use there, no use. That's no use, that's no use, that's no use, that's no use. That's one-handed mace, no good. Evasion gloves, no good for us. Superior, that's got quality, that's got quality. Quality, quality. There's a lot of quality there, actually. We can probably make up 40%. Let's have a look. That'd be 20. Not quite. 39 is the closest I'm getting to. Okay, never mind. We'll take those. We do have access to a stash in here, so convenient. I can put them in the heist locker, actually. They can now stack with those. They can stack with those. We'll get rid of those. I only need a couple. Attack speed with one-handed melee weapons. So that duel is pretty much pointless to us.
Hello, hello, hello.
So we'll just sell that. Stash a little bit more currency. Heist locker. Stash the rogue markers. We'll get loads of these, by the way. And then you'll start collecting a load of contracts as well. Right, so the only thing to make you aware of, the guys that we're doing missions with have their own inventory. You can see he's leveling up. So he'll get lockpicking level 2. That'll give us the ability to do higher level contracts, but also they have items. You can pick up items that you can give these guys. It'll do things like reduce the amount of alert level per chest they open. It may speed them up in the opening. It may give you extra items when they open the chests. Just a few little passive items you can equip these guys with. We've got Tibbs, who is brute force and demolition. We've also got Isla, who is engineer and traps. And then obviously we've got Karst, who's a lockpick. So there are a few NPCs you can take with you, depending on the contract. You can level them up and you can give them a bit of gear as well. That is the Heist League in a nutshell. We're going back to Act 6. We'll go straight into the coast and do the mud flats, I think. We're only on 14 minutes. We're doing okay for time. Our bags are empty. Okay, the mud flats has changed slightly, you'll notice. There'll still be no waypoint in here, though. So we're looking for Nessa in here. Well, there's the quest marker. There's a level up, level 53. Okay, so we need to find an eye to unlock the fortress gate.
Spirit is spent.
Level up main support. Proximity shield, we need to get inside that. You've seen that before. There we go. I'm following the wall purely because Nessa's usually knocking around there, and she is. I can see where she is now. Okay, so we need to get through the prisoner's gate to the ship graveyard again. That's the eye that we needed. So we have done in this little zone. We can continue to clear, kill stuff, see if we get any decent items drop. Have a look around the edges just in case we end up with a Vaal zone or anything. But we're going to head up towards that fortress gate. Now we've got the eye. There you go. Look, a Vaal zone. Sometimes it's worth having a look. Physical damage reduction. Well, that ain't good, but never mind. We'll give it a go. A sunken shingle. Let's give ourselves some max damage and attack speed then. Okay, there's lots of monsters here. Chromatic recipe, superior flask. This gives us skeletons, so you can see we've got a little army following us now, doing some damage. Here's the boss of the zone. There we go. Anything good? Molten Strike, Vaal Righteous Fire, Vaal Lightning Strike, a Sacrifice, which is a little map piece. I'll talk about that in a second. That's it for in here. We can portal back out. Okay, this is one piece of 4. When you get 4 of these, it will open a specific map when we get to the end game, and there's a boss in there. So you need 1 of each piece to open it. For now, we'll just be collecting those. Just have a jump around. Hmm, 4 link red. Armor energy shield, not great. We are full. Can't really take anything else. We'll take the scrolls though. Always need more scrolls. Okay, let's work our way back up to the fortress door then. Up here. Into the fortress. I don't think... No, there isn't. There's not a waypoint here either. So we'll just work our way around, clear as much as we can. I may need to portal out at some point because we are full. Okay. Little bit of a mini boss. And they're also put an essence in here as well. That's nice of them. Just to make it doubly difficult. Watch this totem's beam that it's firing out. That can hurt. Okay. Well, that's the essence taken care of, finally. Now this guy's got a shield that we need to take care of these little totems knocking around. There's another one. One more to do. Okay, now I should be able to give him some damage. Do need to stay away from that totem though. There we go. Okay, well that was doubly difficult because of the essence that we had. Right. We got there. I'm just going to do a quick portal out. Sell, pick up these bits, and then I'll explain the Pantheon that we've just unlocked. Lots of information, isn't there? Information overload this act, I think. Don't think any of these 16 life, no. Nice resistances though, and reflect, not bad. The boots, no. They're all Vaal gems that we'll want to keep. That's a superior Vaal gem. We'll definitely want to keep that. Unfortunately, none of them are what we need. Always the way, always the way. The fragment will go in there. The essence we've got. Damage penetrates, fire resist, or strength. Okay, wonderful. And a superior mana flask. Alright. Tarkley's got a reward for us. Skill point. Excellent. We shall definitely take that. That will be Slaughter. Attack speed, damage with ailments, physical damage attack, and maximum rage. Lovely. Now we need to look. Let me just get back to where we were. So we do actually want the mastery here. Enemies killed by your hits are destroyed. So we'll need to take that as an extra point. Let me bring this back to roughly where we were. Around about there, I think. We also want to be going for barbarism next as well, which is more life and fire resist. More life and all resists. That's always a good thing. I then need to think about working on this totem one. Although I could do with swapping out, getting the 3 red and a green so we can put both totems in. Right. I was on there for a specific reason. Pantheon. Let's have a look at the notes. Does he say, right, Major Pantheon, the Brine King. Minor Pantheon, Garu Khan. Swap to Ralakesh for mapping and bossing. Okay. Back into the fortress. Pick up these bits. Crafting recipe, make sure we take that. I'll just carry on out of here for now. I just want to get to the next waypoint area and then we'll talk about the Pantheon. So I need to go back to town and talk to Sin for that. Blue mana flask. Now the exit, I think, is usually up this way. It is indeed. Onto the ridge. Similar to the ledge, this should have a waypoint. It does indeed. There we go. Now we can get back to town. Now we can sell a few more bits and then we'll go and talk to Sin. I just need to take a load of them. Okay. Increased charges per use, increased amount recovered, removes cursors. I don't think that's any better. And it's not superior, so we can just sell that one. Shields we don't need, one-handed axes we don't need, and those boots aren't great. Okay. All right, Sin.
I am Sin.
Open the Pantheon. Right, just a little bit of a passive buff that you're going to get. Between Acts 6 and 10, you're going to get optional mini-bosses to complete. A lot of them do give a passive point, so it's worth doing them anyway, but you're going to want to focus certain ones, depending on your build guide, for the Pantheon. So when you kill one of these mini-bosses, we've just killed Tukohama, we can now have 3% additional physical damage reduction per second you've been stationary, up to a maximum of 9%. We don't stand stationary much, but it's the only option we've got. You can swap and change these at any time as well, guys, so feel free to just take whatever's available for now. This has a second stage. If we were to keep this one and capture a boss called Tassin the Warmaker, that's an end game thing. You can capture the boss of one of the maps. One of the maps will be Tassin's Warmaker. He'll be the boss. You capture him by using a divine vessel and the map in the device. We'll get to that in endgame, but just be aware there are levels of this. Initially, for now, you just want to kill a lot of these optional bosses. A, for the passive skill points, and B, for whatever your build guide says. Our example was, we want to kill the Brine King. Well, that's the Act 6 boss, so that's going to be good. And then Garakan we need to find, or Ralakesh and Rislatha later on. All right, then. Information overload, I know. I hope that makes some sort of sense. Just be aware, the Y button, Pantheon, it's an additional little buff, but you have now unlocked it in here as well. As I keep saying, check out this help panel. It's really good. In here now, we should have Pantheon. I'm pretty sure I saw it. There he is. So this will explain what you can do. There's the Divine Vessel and a map in the map device. If you're already at that stage, you then collect the soul of the boss that you defeat, and that will give you those extra layers of the Pantheon. But initially, we're just looking for the optional bosses in Act 6 to 10. A lot of them will give a passive spec point anyway, but also you want to just have a few options in this Pantheon. Right, thank you very much for watching, folks. I appreciate that was a bit of a marathon episode of information. I do appreciate you watching these videos. If you are enjoying, please drop a thumbs up on them. I know a lot of you have been doing, so thank you very much. And if you are new around here, please consider subscribing to the channel. Come and join this little community. We're nearly at 100 subs. I'm super happy. So thank you very much, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.